Going on, everybody? Welcome to In the Mornings with Eddie and Vinny. And this might be a Eddie only day because I am whooped. I'm whooped, y'all. I'm whooped. I'm tired as hell. I'm whooped. I thought we were going to be off the live stream at 11 last night. I didn't get off that live stream till 1 a.m. Chopping it up with the fellas. Just,
I got off the live stream. I was off the live stream really early,
yeah.
really early.
I
But yesterday was a good day for me. I worked it only till about what was it? 7:30,
okay.
7:30, I think it was. So and let me see. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm
Kind
going
of
to
money,
pull it up. I
kind of
mean,
money, Hoss.
say it again.
What kind of money did you make yesterday, Hoss?
Yesterday was a good day. I did a $240.99, 91 cents with Uber. It was an Uber day, so Uber was taking care of me. Now, on my strategy, when we talk about when we talk about multi-apping, you stick with the app that pays you. Whichever
Okay.
app is giving you the rides and is giving you good rides, that's the one you stick to. I was multi-apping, and Uber was the one. I think I only did about 30 something dollars with Lyft, and the rest was with Uber. All right. I know it says here it's about 5 hours and 56 minutes. Um, it's about right. There's a little bit missing there. Um, because I worked it until about 7:30, I think it was.
Okay.
I recorded the whole entire thing. It was pretty good. And again, there are these events that are going on.
Uh huh.
Yes, these events that are going on. A lot of these conventions having events, which is of course a good money.
Absolutely. That's why you suckered me into this crap yesterday, this gig war.
Yeah.
Because you think you got some kind of advantage there, buddy. Buddy. That's okay.
So now, now I have some WTF news. Some WTF. No, it's not from the states. Would you say it was from there, Vinny?
Australia. Australia.
Australia. The thing was is that they recorded the whole entire thing. I don't know why would somebody do that, but you guys gotta watch this. It's about a minute 50 something, and the carjacking. By the way, it's not
Really?
here, but yeah.
Really?
Good evening. Tonight, three teenagers are on the run, wanted over a crime spree between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, including carjacking an Uber driver at knife point.
Police won't have any trouble identifying them after they broadcast video of their joyrides and weaponry online.
Yeah.
Spoken like a seasoned car thief.
I didn't even know why we're putting on gloves because, our print's already in the car. We're already getting done for hijack.
A teenage girl going live on social media, bringing viewers along for the ride. She's with her mates inside a Camry taken from an Uber driver at knife point in Hamilton on Brisbane's north side yesterday.
It's a female.
Guess so.
Yeah, because it's an Uber.
Next stop, Paddington, where this gold FJ Cruiser is swiped, joining the joyride. Both cars seen on the M1 Gold Coast bound. With the Uber driver's wallet, they visit a 7-Eleven in Nerang and try to buy gift cards. The next time we see the group, it's in Helensvale this morning, switching off power to this family home,
Look
but
at
the
this.
cameras still roll on
By
this
the way, that looks
failed
like a 1911.
break-in.
It does.
That looks like a
Along with what
1911.
looks like a handgun, real or replica, it's hard to
Maybe
tell,
not.
but the effect is chilling. Heading north toward Ridge before posting again,
By the way, it
side
didn't
by
look like it was
side,
loaded
the
either.
spoils of another teenage joyride. And tonight, those cars are still outstanding.
Police say those teenagers are on the run, but if they are arrested and
What the
charges
hell?
are laid, they could be facing tougher penalties with those new youth crime laws that were.
Yeah, they probably get spanked. They probably get spanked and then set free.
It's Australia, dude. It's
But that's
Australia.
Australia. Yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
bro. What is wrong with people? It's like, God, it's open season on us.
So, man,
It's open season on us, bro.
and it's been
It,
I don't
it-
know. You know,
it's
hey,
open season on us.
just don't do that. Don't do that stuff around here. Now, I did see a in Washington there was a bill that was passed, or was it passed? Banning guns.
Where at?
Um, what was it? Was it in Washington? In DC? I don't know. I saw some news like that, but I don't know if it's true or not. But you know,
No.
again, when it comes to Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, you know, ride sharing, well, when it comes to a criminal, they don't, they wouldn't be called a criminal if they followed the law. So,
I don't even know how to make that out. I mean, they talk about our gun laws here in the States, right? And I've had, because we're an international city, as I'm sure Austin is, we're an international city and we get people here all the time. And I've had people on both sides of the debate. We've had
uh
good conversations. In America, you guys are so dangerous, you guys are so lethal.
huh.
But when you look at the UK and you look at all the stabbings in the UK where guns are banned, you look at Canada, guns are banned. You look at Australia, guns are banned. You look at all this stuff, but then, well, I mean, what is a knife stabbing? So are they gonna start banning knives, cars? Look at France, right? In France, they just run you over. Remember that a couple years ago, the dude went crazy in the van and ripped through Paris along that waterway, and I don't know, hit like 60 or 70 people. I mean,
No.
how do you? But
Oh,
how do you stop this stuff? Right? Anything can be a dude. Dude, listen. This is a weapon, right? This is a weapon. This is a pen.
oh, I
Remember?
was gonna say, I was like, wow, that's a big ass freaking bullet. What the hell does that go into? But
Well,
it's a pen.
that'd be a 7.62 head. But the point is, this is a pen, right? So everybody thinks it's a joke. Remember John Wick?
Yeah, I
Remember
remember
in the
John
first
Wick.
one?
That was
Okay.
my
Remember the
educational
first one?
video.
Yeah. When he said in the movie, when he said, I've seen him kill 3 men with a pencil when he was talking to his son,
Uh
right?
huh.
Bro, anything can be a weapon. Anything. Anything. So I don't know how you stop it.
Just
But
just like when you're Ubering and stuff, try not to let people sit right behind you. You
well,
know,
listen, you can
I
always
like
put
them. I like them. I like them on this side. And by the way, when it comes to having people on the front seat, I like when clients sit in the front seat because he's right next to me. I see everything that he does. When he's behind me, I can't really see.
can't see him. You can't see him,
So
right?
when a client asks, "Can I sit in the front seat?" I'm like, "Hell yes." Because I know exactly what he's doing. I know where his hands are. I know where everything is. I know what he's reaching for. Okay, it makes me nervous when they're in the back seat, especially when they're right behind me and they can't, I can't see anything.
I don't know what the right answer is to any of this. It's really not my but Jesus, man, another carjacking by knife point. But you don't want to get stabbed either, bro, because
Well, I mean, well, I put it in the.
I've never been
I,
stabbed.
I
I've been
saw I
shot.
saw the gun, so I put it in. I put my article on the thumbnail at gunpoint,
Yeah, I let's
but that was after. Okay, so I
that
might have to
stabbing to
change
me
that.
would feel like I know a gunshot wound can be more fatal quickly, but that stabbing shit, that shit just that freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, because you
You
don't
know,
know the feeling.
nah, that I don't know. I caught a 25 when I was 15 down here in my lower left, part of my abdomen. And
Ooh,
oh yeah, you didn't know about that?
no.
Oh yeah. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. It was not meant for me. I was at an Egyptian Lover concert. Do you know the song Egyptian Lover? Egyptian lover, baby. So this is way back in the day. I was 15 years old. I was someplace I wasn't supposed to be. First of all, I wasn't supposed to be at the concert, but I was a
Okay.
knucklehead. But I was a knucklehead, and we went. And then a fight broke out, and they started shooting. This was at
Oh.
the Studio 183, and so they started. I didn't even know, dude. I didn't even know I was hit because everybody was scrambling and running. I didn't even realize I was hit till I was across the street. And trust me, anybody in Miami, in Carroll City, Miami Gardens, whatever we want to call it this day, Studio 183 isn't even there anymore. But if you know the plaza on 27th Avenue and 183rd Street, Miami Gardens Drive, where it used to
Never
be a
been there.
yeah, it used to be a big flea market and just all kinds of shit. Anyway, there's a big street. So I was on the south side of 183rd. I wind up running to the north, the north side of 183rd, and then I realized I felt something burning, and I looked down, and I had blood coming out, and I pulled up, and like, oh, okay.
You didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I knew what to do. Go home and get ready to get my ass whooped by my parents because I had to tell them, hey, I got shot.
And you had to tell them when you've been.
Yeah. I didn't get.
Oh,
They figured I was punished enough. I had to deal with that. No big deal. Didn't hit anything. Didn't do any major damage. They just went in there, pulled it out, and bandaged me up and sent me home, bro.
I was gonna say your parents pulled it out, bandaged you up, and punished you. I swear, for some reason, I thought it was going in that route.
No. Parkway General Hospital. Parkway was over on Edgecombe Glades. Now it's Jackson Memorial Hospital. But that was a long time ago, dude. Long time ago. But I've never been stabbed.
You ain't that old, Vinny.
I'm 54, my brother.
So you ain't that old. Long ago.
I'm 3 or 4 months away from officially pulling my pension.
Now, as of good news, now, hey, anybody
Hold
looking
on.
to make?
Hold on. Before you get into that, I got Tesla up here. I don't have any. I'm still have my contract up. I'm not in any positions, but I got my contract up. The month long $150 put, and I'm watching Tesla over here on my trading chart. It's still at the top of the range of. It's at the top of the range of the gap. It hasn't filled the gap yet. The hell was all that? Jesus Christ. Meta's at a 52-week high. Meta. Look at Meta. Facebook going through the roof. Y'all want to go look at Meta? Let's go look at Meta. Let's see Meta. There's Meta. 52-week high. Meta had earnings yesterday. So let's see. Woo! Look at that big come up, bro, on Meta. This is a 15-minute chart on Meta. That's pretty big.
This is the way that I see it. When a stock does this and it keeps going up like this, that's like it's got like momentum, like it's gonna go. And basically, I wait for it to go up. It's gonna pull back a little bit, and then when it starts going green again, it starts going up. Then that's when I make my purchase, expecting it to go even higher.
Okay,
I mean,
we're gonna have a different thought process on this, but we can see how it plays out. We can definitely see how it plays out. I'm setting up for a reversal.
correct.
Well,
But you have to wait for the what you call
yeah,
the
but
story.
I'm looking for Meta to rip back to here because most times what happens is people sell the news. They buy the FUD and sell the news. You know what I mean? I would. This is a 15-minute chart. It could take forever for this thing to get back down here, but there it is. There's Meta. Meta's got a long way to get back down into here. We can keep an eye on it. I'm not going to trade it. I am sticking with what I know, and what I know is Tessie.
Well, what I know right now is Budweiser. Now, I did do a trade, long-term trade. All right. I'm not giving anybody financial advice. I kind of gave myself financial advice. And my financial advice that I was giving myself was that Budweiser is pretty much screwed right now. And can you pull up the Budweiser?
Yeah, give me a second. I'll pull it up for you. You know what's interesting is Budweiser has no major sporting events right now.
Well,
So they have nothing. They have nothing that they can lean on to say, hey, well, look, we still got all these heads. You know what I mean? They have nothing to lean on for their advertisers. So here's the Budweiser chart. Let's go into a daily
I
chart.
have to, yeah, go to the daily. Go to the daily. Now, their earnings. See that little E right there on the bottom right there? That's their earnings. So
5.4. Okay.
I have to find the article, but I'm not gonna go look for it now. But it is supposedly Las Vegas is not placing any orders, or it's not selling their product or anything like that because there's a big backlash of it in Vegas. Now, people that go to Vegas, bro, they got money to spend. They got money to spend, and Vegas is very. They make a lot of money. They make a lot of money.
Well, I
And a
mean,
lot of people
listen,
spend a lot of money.
they're not going to spend money on stuff that ain't going to sell.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
that's
So
just
I'm seeing long term this Mulvaney, whatever you want to call, it's gonna hit them so hard that when their earnings comes up, and this is what I'm telling myself, that when their earnings comes up, ain't nobody buying the beer. Ain't nobody gonna be buying the beer. Nobody's gonna be buying it. So when their earnings comes up, I have a funny feeling that it's gonna tank a little bit, so quite a bit.
this is interesting. So this is April 25th, a couple of days ago. The whole Budweiser thing was a week ago.
Yeah,
Look,
but
it gapped up, right? It traded in a little bit, couple of days, and now from yesterday's
keep it
close to
going.
today's opening, a big gap down again. That's interesting. I'm not used to seeing that with so we gapped up here, and then we gapped down here this morning. Interesting. It still hasn't filled this gap. So we could be, I mean, we could technically be looking at Budweiser. Budweiser has to get to here to fill this gap. So until it fills that gap, I ain't messing with it. I'm not messing with Budweiser anyway. I don't like Budweiser. I was a Bud guy in the military, but I switched over to Coors Light years ago. So interesting if you're watching Budweiser. I don't like making plays or looking at trades on based on consumer reaction. I like to see where the market's taking it. Eventually Budweiser will make its way back. That's the unfortunate part, but not my worry. I'm not a Budweiser guy. But you guys can trade it. Like you can do short-term trades off that kind of stuff. But long-term trades is a little bit different. All right, let's see what Tesla's doing here this morning. I'm going to wait on Tesla. I want to see it get back to this 156.85, this resistance, and then we'll make a decision. I am not in any plays right now, as you can see over here. I have no positions, so we're gonna wait and see what's going on here. Eddie had some news. If you didn't hear, if you're just joining us late, I don't have the article. He does. Australia, videos out where a couple of kids carjacked an Uber driver by knife point in Australia, and then they live streamed it, social media'd it the whole time they had the car. Like, what are we doing here? Is it like a badge of honor? Is it a TikTok thing? What are we doing here? Robbing Uber drivers, taking their cars, and then going live stream? Like, what is that? Is it a TikTok challenge? Because some of these people are going to F around and find out the hard way when drivers just start saying the hell with you and they start protecting themselves and their property.
Was in well,
but the flip side to that is now, right? So say you get drivers, all of a sudden you get 3 or 4 drivers, okay, that come out and the news comes out, oh, driver fights back, right? Now you get 3 or 4 of those articles going. So now you figure, okay, some of the criminals, I don't know, I don't know what else to call them, criminals. Some of the idiots, like some of the carjackers, that they're going to think twice about going at an Uber driver, right? Because now you've got 3 or 4 times the driver fought back. But then you're going to have those And they're like, yo, I'm just going to shoot this dude right off the rip and get him out the car.
Yeah, because you don't know what they're gonna do.
It's a non-ending thing, right? It's a cycle. It's a cycle. And what do? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Let me catch up with some of these. Melvin, good morning. Good morning from San Antonio.
By the way, I heard that you were talking about that you don't go about um, uh, sentiment, customer sentiment or buyer's
Market,
sentiment.
I no consumer sentiment.
Consumer. Now, you did have a play not that long ago on Lyft earnings.
But that had nothing to do with consumer sentiment.
Well, it had to do with
It had nothing to do with consumer sentiment.
Now,
you want me to break it down for you?
well, break that down because I'm kind of doing the same thing here. Actually, I'm using that you did with Lyft as an example.
Okay, so in the case of Budweiser, would be the same case as. Do you remember when United Airlines in Chicago, they had a passenger on the plane? It was a doctor.
And they beat him.
Yeah, and they had some kind of issue with the doctor, and so the cops came in, beat him, and flipped him out. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. The next day, United Airlines stock fell through the floor.
Yes,
that's consumer sentiment, and that's how I look at it. That's consumer sentiment reacting to the news. They're selling the news. News was bad. Doesn't matter if the news is bad or good. Just people sell it because the stock is hot. But then what happened like a month later? Everybody snapped it right back up again.
Yeah.
So when I look at trading those kinds of stories, same thing with Budweiser. Right now, with certain Budweiser, they got no Super Bowl. They got no NBA finals. They got no Major League finals, right?
Nothing.
They have nobody helping them sell their crap. There's no advertising for them. So what stockholder, and I don't think in terms of stockholders like you and me, I think in terms of hedge funds where they're buying millions of shares.
The big guys, correct. What they
ain't stupid. They ain't stupid because they're getting pressure from all their little people. All of us are putting pressure on the hedge funds. Don't buy this shit. Get me out of this stuff. I don't want it. So that's the difference, right? That to me, that's the difference. So I want to move like the hedge funds move. I want to think like they think and then go the opposite. Sometimes you want to hit it in up front on the front end when the news drops immediately, and sometimes you want to hit it on the back end. So that's just something that's how I look at it, Eddie. So with the
I'm looking at.
But wait. Let me finish.
Okay.
If you go back and you look at Lyft and Uber earnings, every single time since they've been public, if you go back and look on the daily chart, the weekly chart, before earnings, both assets, both apps, their price starts going up, starts creeping up. And then the day of earnings or the day right before earnings or the day of earnings, it's a mad sell-off. So that's historical. That's not on consumer sentiment. That's historical. Because the hedge funds are pumping it up, trying to get guys like you and me to FOMO in. It's like hyping it up. And now guys like you and me are holding the bag. That story repeats itself every single time. Every single time.
I'm going to take a shot at this because it is just the bad news on this is just.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it's a good play. I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up with those comments in a minute.
It is horrible. But just to put it in perspective, come
on, man. Is that Jim Carrey?
Remember that? Yeah, remember Jim Carrey when he did that in SNL?
Oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny, bro. That's funny. They threw up Jim Carrey. Oh my God! Yeah. Hey, next is going to be
okay. So now, this is just the memes that is going on and stuff. But I'm really looking at the news, and it just seems like Because I don't know what is it with Budweiser? Is it because of the people that drink this are the actual ones that don't believe or just don't want to get involved
No, listen,
with
listen.
this
I don't, I
transgender
don't
movement?
listen. I don't know how long ago it was. I really don't. But Anheuser Busch is no longer an American-owned company.
Correct. Yeah, I know that.
And
Well,
they
I
s-
just recently found
well,
that out.
right. So when you give up, you're no longer an American-owned company. You're a European-owned company. Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Across the pond, as they call it, they don't think like we do. They never have. That's how we wound up. That's how every single one of us, right? Every single one of us, at some point, our families immigrated here, or we immigrated ourselves here, because in this country, you're allowed to have free thinking. No matter listen, no matter what the mainstream media tells you, left or right side of the aisle, doesn't matter. I can still go out right now, bro. I can still go out in my car right now and drive to California and nobody can tell me shit. But if you're in Europe and I want to go from the UK to Italy to Spain to Germany to Austria to wherever the hell I want to go, I got to go through checkpoints. And when you take, like, here's an example, bro. This is what kills me. And I know we're on a rant here, but check this out. You, you can take the entire UK, whatever, the country of England, right? The whole goddamn country of England, the whole British Empire over there. And it's not as big as the state of Florida. The state of Florida is a larger landmass than the UK.
Really?
Yeah, bro. But yet that's the power of the trick of the media and cameras. You can make something that's so tiny and make it feel so big. Bro, I look at Europe and the European Union as a whole country, and all the little individual countries would be like states to us. Spain would be Texas. You know what I mean? I'm not talking size-wise. I'm just as an example. Italy would be Georgia. That's the size of these goddamn countries. They're piss ant small. And we're over here. We're the armadillo. You know what I'm saying? We're the anteater. You know what I mean?
Hey, I really don't care what happens over there.
All right, let me catch up. Go ahead. Let me catch up on some of these
But of
comments.
course, they do bring business here, but
Oh yeah.
when they bring their business here, then we have to buy their product for them to make money. So
I've got a private client coming in. I think it's May 3rd, where I pick her up in Miami at the airport, and I take her all the way across the other side of the state, Bonita Springs, and then she's there for like 6 weeks, and then I go get her back. She's from the UK. She's a sweetheart, very nice. Her name is Jane. Very nice woman. We have had some interesting discussions. Nothing angrily, just very lively debates. Anyway, I tell you what. I'll tell you what she told me the last time she was here. She says, Vinny, I know we don't agree on handguns and rifles and stuff, but I gotta be honest, I do feel safer when I'm with you.
does she know why?
Which is it? Well, yeah, she knows why. I don't make it a secret, bro, to my private clients. I let them know. Listen, if you're not comfortable that I have a CCL, then I don't know what to tell you. But that's not going to change anytime soon. That's it. Yeah, it's not like I'm sitting around flashing, brandishing a weapon in public, pointing it at people like they do in Austin. I'm not doing any of that. Or they doing Fort Worth like you showed last night. I'm not doing any of that.
Oh yeah, that was truly bad. That was so bad, man.
But listen, bro, F around and find out. 7 years, bro. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So, and I hope I never have to, because I don't want to be in that situation. Never. Anyway. All right. So Melvin. So after Melvin drove to Austin, Texas from San Antonio and did a pickle sticker in Eddie's back left tire, he says no bud stock. Talib, Mr. Thompson. Hey, Vinny, the market has been so bad here in Florida. Do you agree that the airport is the only way to make some quick bread? Bro, it depends on the time of day. because I've got some screenshots where the airports, both Miami, Fort Lauderdale, they are so flooded with cars in the queue. Like I've seen now at Fort Lauderdale Airport, I've seen the queues get up to 90, 100 cars on X, 55 to 60 on XL, over 30 on Lux Black XLs. Like I don't, there's no answer for that. Like if you're there at say you get into those queues when they're heavy like that at like 8 o'clock at night, and say you're number 45 on XL in the queue, you're probably not getting a ride on XL that night. That's a lot of cars that got to clear out of there. And then on top of those cars clearing out of there, remember at the airports, you get short trip protection. So say if I'm sitting in that queue 30, 40 minutes already, and they offer me a ride and I see it's going less than 5 miles, bro, I'm taking the ride. I'm going to take the ride, go get that money because I know when I drop off, I'm going to have short trip protection. So when I come back into that queue, right, drive right back to the queue and you got an hour to do it. So if I get lucky and catch another ride outside of the queue, right, another short trip, I bump that off. Now I got 2 rides under my belt, right? So XL, you're probably looking at maybe, $25, $35 right there on those 2 rides, right? And I still got time to get back in the queue and jump the entire queue. So now that guy who was 46, you were 45, that guy that was 46 that still hasn't gotten a request, you're coming in not only back at 45, you're coming back in the top 3 or 4 on the queue. So now your wait is even shorter. So to me, I don't, the queues, man, when they get overloaded like that, bro, it's not good. If I were going to work the queues right now, with as slow as everything is, if I were going to work the queues, I'd probably want to go into the queue about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe 3:30 in the afternoon, knowing, depending on your platform, knowing I'm going to be there an hour already. So maybe I got to edit a video or I'm reading a book or, want to chit chat with the girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, whatever it is. I would go in about 3:30 and I would jump in that queue there. And hopefully it's, you're under 35 cars on X, 25 on XL, which I doubt you're going to find that these days in the queue. And I would look for that short trip and start ripping those short trips back and forth. I mean, that's the only way.
That's what I was doing yesterday. A lot of short trips. A lot of short trips.
That's the advantage you have, Eddie. You drive a Cadillac XT6. When you can get short trips running on XLs, Lux, Premier, you get those short trips ripping. It's good to that's right now. I think that's the way to go. Like I've kind of been saying, the shorter trips are the way to go. But us X drivers, we don't have that option. You know what I mean? Those X drivers, us.
Yeah. And again, I always get out the car, open the door, close the door. Have to. It increases tips. And besides, they get in and out of your car faster. All right, so you can move on to the next trip. I always get out the car, I run to the door, I open it. All I'm trying to say to myself, it was like, okay, I want this client in my car as fast as I can so I can get the hell out. And then when I'm dropping them off, I get out the car to open the door so they can get the hell out. Like, I need to go.
All right, Patty's in the house. Good morning, Mr. Patty. How we doing, commuter branch line all the way from Ireland? My man, he is in the house with us tonight. We got app riders in with us tonight. It's a crazy world we live in. Yeah, bro. And it's getting worse, right? It's getting worse. What's happening in Florida? Yeah, we talked about that last night. I'm going to try to get by that because I'm not trying to go through that again. Let's see. Here we go. Uber stock, $29.81. Lyft stock is still under 10. Yeah, bro. And Lyft right now is trading at 10.02.
Spy right now is 407.85. So, and I'm waiting for this pop so I can take some money and get the hell out.
I'm still not messing with bro. I'm sticking.
Oh, what is the news for today?
I am just sticking with what I know. Let's see. Yeah, that's Vonda. It was sold out in 2011. 1.6 Americans. This is interesting. are transgender, and half of those people are killing themselves. So you have at least 1% speaking for, and I'm going to say this about that point. App Writer. If you look at the entire spectrum, my opinion don't mean nothing, y'all. Don't take this to the bank. You got 3% extreme left, 3% extreme right, and the other 94% of us are trapped in the goddamn middle. That's how it is. I always say you get people like, you got AOC on one side and you got Marjorie Taylor Greene on the other. Whether you like them or hate them, I don't care. But they both act like 3-year-old spoiled brats in the grocery store whose mama and daddy didn't spank the shit out of them because they threw a hissy fit on the floor and they didn't get their toy. You understand what I mean? That's what those two remind me of.
AOC didn't even help her own grandmother.
Yeah, I'm saying AOC on one side, Marjorie Taylor Greene on the other. Whether you like them or hate them, I don't care. But they both act like spoiled little brats that didn't get their asses beat, and yet here we are. They lead the news every night. Those two banana heads lead the news every night. So it is what it is, Texas is larger than many countries. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you take, like I said, the entire UK over there in Europe, the entire UK fits within the state of Florida, Melvin. It fits within the state of Florida. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Let's see. Because you have a lot of countries that are close together, you can go to Mexico for free. You can go to Canada for free, but you still have checkpoints. But that's what I mean. You can do that. But look how many checkpoints you got to drive through. Like, I don't know. Patty would probably be able to answer this question better than me. Can I drive across country through all the countries in Europe faster than I can drive from here to California? California from here, as long as you're not being a banana head with your time on the road, if you do 10 hours a day, I can be in California in 3.5 days. So can I get from one end of Europe to the other in 3.5 days or less? All right, app writers, we'll catch you next time, bro. Melvin's like, what do you say? When I was in Orlando last month, was 150 on the queue. That's what I mean, bro. These airport queues, like, they're insane. I got pictures of this crap. It's crazy. But that's how many drivers you got out there. Again, I implore upon anybody watching us for Rideshare News, bro. Listen, if the crowd goes left, you go right and make that money. Yeah, you might do shorter rides. Yeah, you might wait, but you ain't gonna be waiting 5 hours for a goddamn ride out of the airport.
By the way, yeah, with the Tesla, and especially with the Tesla, you have to get out the car and open the door. They're gonna scratch it.
I haven't. Well, I don't own this, so I'm not sweating it. But I can tell you, the first ride yesterday morning, the young lady had never been in a Tesla. Really a sweetheart too.
I literally rolled the window down. If I can't get to the door on time, I just roll the window down. I just say push, grab, pull, and then they go, what? I was like, the handle.
That I did.
And they get it.
That I
did.
Get it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I learned from your video. I didn't learn how to shut the damn car off from your video.
Yeah, no, you don't need to do anything. That's why.
Listen, I'm still looking at Tesla here. I don't know what Eddie's looking at because he hasn't graced us with his charts yet. I think Eddie's a little all over the place. He's trying to find those magic keys.
I'm looking at SPY right now.
Yeah,
I got my fibs here.
Good luck with that.
Ready to take my trade.
Good luck with that. Good luck with SPY.
Okay.
I'm still waiting. Good luck with SPY. I'm gonna sit over here on Tesla and I'm gonna patiently wait. I am that snake in the grass waiting for that rodent to run right by me so I grab it by the tail and whipsaw it. Oh man. What do we got here? Thomas Lau. Good morning, sir. Good morning. What's up, my brothers? I hope you're having a great morning. Bro, we were up so late after we ended the stream, another 2 hours. I'm like, I can't ever get off that stream by midnight, bro. But it's the chance where we all get together and, we chop it up. So I wound up sleeping on my couch last night. Anyway, after that great Heat victory last night in Milwaukee, if you're a Heat hater,
This is Sparta!
Miami Heat come through with a great victory last night in overtime over the Milwaukee Bucks. Sent their asses packing. Jimmy mother effing buckets. Another 46-point game last night. Bam Adebayo with a triple-double, 20, 10, and 10. It was an awesome thing to watch. Awesome to watch. Rolando's in the house. Good morning, sir. Ro, you out there working, my brother? Or you getting ready to start your day? What part of town you in? Thomas, yeah, I haven't opened up my emails yet, but I'll damn sure take a look at it, go through it all. I will absolutely get back with you and let you know what I think about it. See, here's Patty. Patty's like, bro, Europe is very small when compared to the USA. Drive from France to Turkey in 1.5 days. Movement within European Union is what? Borderless, and free movement is guaranteed for EU citizens. Great Britain left the EU. Gotcha. Okay. Because you're an EU citizen, so I'm sure you got to have some type of is there like a special ID? Because Europe is high on that ID stuff. Is there a digital ID that they track you through? They scan you as you go through? I'm being funny right now, so. Thomas is like, bro, I slept on the couch too, but we had fun on the stream. Bro, that's the whole point of the stream. It's like it's like a driver's barbershop. If you grow up in the hood, you know about the barbershop. Everybody goes to the barbershop, hangs out.
Yeah, it's because of the market. Everybody's market is different. Kind of like people was like, "Hey, should I stick at the airport?" I was like, "Well, I don't know where you're from. If you're in Austin, for me, it doesn't make any sense. To stick around the airport. Just get in, get out. If you want to do deliveries, if you want to do some really cheap, quick deliveries, then you go to the south side by Highway 71. Or if you want to stick to the rich areas, you're not going to get rides. Are going to be farther away for the trips, but they're going to pay more, and because the clients have money, they tip more.
Well, just don't go by the river, though.
Yeah, no, too many floating things on the river. Even if you filter the water, do not drink it.
Oh, shit. Don't go by the river, y'all. Eddie said stay off the river. Thank you, Patty.
Stay off the river.
Thank you, Patty. Listen, the streams are only as good as those that come and visit with us. And that's the God's honest truth, man. Without y'all, we can't have that stream. Without y'all, it don't make no sense. And that's what we're trying to build here, is we're trying to build that sense of community, bro. We can argue, fuss, and fight like Omar and I fought last night after the stream. When we were off air, we got into it slightly. He has one way of looking at things. I have another way of looking at things. But at the end of the day, if he calls me and needs something, well, he did. He had surgery on his shoulder. And you got to understand, Omar and I have been at each other's throats probably about 5 years now. But when he was having surgery on his shoulder, he said, Vinny, can you come get me and bring me home? So I drove my ass 50-something miles south into Kendall to pick his ass up and brought him all the way back north and took him home. And we stopped, had pizza, and, So, I'm that dude, bro. I'm that dude. Shirt off my back. Jimmy Buckets does it again. Yes, bro. In the last 4 or 5 years, who's been a better playoff player in the NBA? I'll wait.
Sports.
I'll wait.
Watching sports.
Well, that's you. Worked really early. Worked really morning 8 shift around North Miami. Had to come home for some roofing being done on the house. Might be out later around Coral Gables, bro. Like seriously, after this little gig war thingy that
I hope we can pull it through with the camera with the stream.
I'm not worried about it. I can do it.
Yeah, I know you could do it, but I want to make sure that I'll be able to do it too.
I can do
so
it.
So you better be up at 4:00 in the morning.
Wait a minute. So that starts tomorrow, right?
That starts tomorrow.
So so day one I'm going to be at a disadvantage.
Well, no, I just want to make sure that I get the stream going this way. I guess.
No. Listen. Day one I'm going to be at a disadvantage.
Why is that?
Because I'm going to be in the Tesla tomorrow.
Okay.
What happened, bro? What happened? Talk about it.
That
Talk about it. Talk about your trade. Are you in it?
that it broke. Yeah, I'm in it, of course. I was
Well,
watching
you didn't say anything.
my level two. Okay, it was reaching that 85, and I just now I'm just gonna wait for my 10%. Hold on, I just got my 10%.
Oh, what do you do when you get your 10%, bro?
You sell half.
That's right. Rule number one. I have tried to teach Edward Scissorhands over here
There goes my 20. I'll
the
go ahead and
10,
I'll sell
20,
that.
10, 20, 50% rule. Wow, Uber really is coming down. It's
Oh
Lyft's coming
man.
down a little bit. Uber's coming down
Man.
pretty good.
Okay.
Uber's yesterday's low. If Uber breaks yesterday's low, they're going for a ride this morning.
It's just predicting this freaking break. It just doesn't.
That's why you focus on percentages, bro. You take your percentages.
Yeah.
Take your profit and get the hell out.
All right. Now that I made my move, by the way, 10%, 20% on this move. What was
That's
that?
huge.
30
That's huge.
seconds?
Yeah, that's
30
a good move,
seconds?
bro. That's a
30
good move.
seconds. So I had to sit here and wait we started at 8:30, almost an hour. All right, only to be in the trade like 30 seconds and
Yep.
make 10%.
Yep. Make that money, honey. All right. So what else we got going on here?
All right, let's go to the next.
We got the
Where's
NFL
Tesla?
draft tonight. NFL draft is tonight. I haven't been paying attention. That's Omar's forte. But right now, Omar, driven by O, who occasionally joins us on the live stream when I don't throw him out. He's a huge New York Jets fan, so he's riding high this morning. You know what I mean? Let's see, App Riders. Never without a ride. Yeah, I'm working early this morning and late tonight trying to kill it always. That's what you got to do, bro. Oh, yeah. Rolando, you ain't lying about that traffic, dude. You ain't lying about that traffic, bro. Our traffic, I guess everybody's traffic's
What time
bad.
does the traffic start in Florida? Heavy traffic.
I don't know about Florida, but Miami, Fort Lauderdale,
Uh-huh.
about 6:45.
Okay. So basically, you guys
On the
start
highways.
early at about 4.
Yeah,
4, 5.
6. I mean, I can come out at 5. It depends on how I'm taking the rides. Depends on what I'm shooting for. If I'm hunting, if I'm in the caddy and I'm hunting airport rides,
Yeah.
I have a big highway by me that splits the middle of Broward County. It's called the 595. So what I try to do is I try to rip up and down east and west on that corridor, catching airport rides. Set a destination filter for FLL, and when I get a ride, kill the destination filter so that I still got it. So yeah, that traffic. But going south on 95 in the morning from like Commercial Boulevard all the way down to downtown Miami, bro, if you ain't through that by 6:40, 6:45 in the morning, that's your hind part. You're in trouble.
And that's why I like doing early in the mornings, because people want to get to the airport and when they gotta go early and they want to avoid that traffic. So somewhere between 7 and 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is just, it sucks. It's surging, but you're gonna be stuck in traffic.
100%.
So that's why I start, 5 o'clock in the morning. I get my first 2 hours, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I get those first couple of hours of right before it starts surging and stuff, because getting stuck in that traffic is just not worth the wait or the money.
All right. App Riders, the traffic is nuts. I'm from Panama Beach, but he drives in 5 states. 5 states.
Damn, that's really good. That's really good, driving in 5 states.
God damn, son. Oh, we're gonna have to talk to you. I want to know how you're doing that.
Because I'm assuming, because when it gets, when it's not busy in his state, he moves over to the next state, which that wouldn't be bad.
Well, I know
Like,
with Lyft you can just drive right in, depending on how their state law is set up. Like I can catch Lyft rides. I can catch Lyft rides from here all the way up to Cleveland.
it'd be nice if I could do that, but then finding a place to stay and paying for that and
Sleep in the truck, bro.
sleeping, camping out in the truck. I don't know.
Eddie, Kiara, Eddie.
Kiki can show me some stuff.
I have dual citizenships of Ireland, which is in the EU, and the UK, which is no longer in the EU. I use my Irish passport. Mostly, Ireland never invaded half the world or conquered other. I heard that, brother. I heard that. I heard that.
Nice.
App
Nice.
riders.
$42 charge at the airport. Holy, really? Which airport? Yeah, take a screenshot of that definitely and send it to us, man. We'll put that on our Wednesdays.
Customer paid $120 to go 19 miles. I got 87.75. Bro, believe it or not, that's not a bad split. You know, that's like what, 68 32. That's not a bad split. If it was 91.20, that'd be 75%. So actually you probably got about 70% of that ride, bro. I wouldn't be upset with that at all, bro. I wouldn't be upset at that at all. Oh, and he caught a quarter as a tip.
Nice.
Can't beat that either.
Just everything just adds up.
But we are getting $1.38 a mile special market for Mississippi.
It's all X.
What platform you ride? By the way, I'm still just sitting here in Tessie. Even if I don't make a trade today, I'm okay. But I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for this to approach this 156.85. This is what I'm waiting to see. We have a trend line up from this morning. Something's going to happen somewhere around here. Something's going to happen in this area, and I'm going to be right there to catch it.
Well, I'm still looking at
Something's going to happen in this little box, so we'll come back to that when it happens.
I'm still looking at my
I got to take a shower.
SPY. I'm still looking at my SPY. It's pulling back. So I'm waiting to see what happens.
So my buddy Rizzo, my buddy Mike, and if Richie's watching, Richie knows who I'm talking about. He was getting killed all week, getting 0 requests, and he actually lives in a hot spot where he can sit at home, turn his apps on, and make $300 a day. Okay, I need to move to that. I need to move in and be his neighbor. Anyway, very, very Eddie, very, very slow week for him. Very slow week, right? He just sent me a screenshot. He's got a $410 Premier scheduled trip. Yeah, Uber reservation came through for him. Picking up 4:00 in the morning, heading to Orlando. He'll be home by noon, unless he decides to stay up there and work. Yeah, so he's going to drive. He's going to drive.
How far is Orlando?
Well, from where his pickup is, it's out of Boca. It's about 180 miles.
Okay.
So he's getting better.
Is that doing okay? Is that doing like traffic? Not traffic. I mean,
Saturday morning on the turnpike up the middle of the state. Nah, it ain't no damn traffic. Not unless you get a banana head that has an accident. But there's no traffic. So he'll do okay with that. I'm wondering now that I've got the Tesla on, I'm wondering if I'm going to get Premier reservations anymore.
Oh, I don't get Premier reservations at all. Even with my truck, I don't have Premier reservations.
Oh no, I get them.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, with Uber, yeah.
So, and I got a buddy of mine, Matthew, and he's got a truck, and he gets Premier reservation on his truck, but he's got like a truck like with big humongous tires on it, that type of truck, like a 4-wheel drive truck,
right?
Not like a Cadillac or nothing like that. And he gets Premier on that, and his truck is I think it's a 7-seater. 7-seater, I think. But again, I don't get those. I thought I get those. You get those on your XC6?
What's that?
Premier Reserve Premier?
Oh yeah.
I don't get those. What the hell? And that's Uber, right?
Yeah, Uber's the only one that's got Premier. Let's see. Thomas, I get a $200 reserve for UberX from Dunedin to Naples, and that's only because the passenger tipped $75. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. From Dunedin to Naples, what is that? That's about how far is that? Shit. Let me map that out real quick.
Damn. See, man, a lot of times when I see, it's just, man, if I get like these long rides like this, going to like Houston or Dallas, I usually don't take them because it's the trip back that's the usual problem. But again, I'm working. I'm 6 hours there and back, which is half my
Oh wow.
oh,
Yeah,
3 hours.
that's like it's well, if you were doing the trip right now, Thomas, it'd be almost 3 hours, 172 miles. Wow. And you got what do you say his tip was? 75. So it was $125 to go 172 miles. That's insanity.
See, this is why I calculated $300 on a 12-hour period. I gotta make $300. If I can do that, I'm good. So if I can make 150 in a 6 hour period, then that's good. So if I get a $300 trip and it's 3 hours going there, okay, and then 3 hours coming back, that's 6 hours. I make 300. You know what? I'm good.
You know, and when it gets slow like this, and this is the thing that I was talking with Steven about. When it gets slow like this, a lot of our rules change. Like part of pivoting in a slow economy, in a slow market, and it's only going to get more slow. We were talking about this last night after the stream. If you look in our comments section of our videos, Eddie, if you look at our streams right now, our Wednesday night stream on the Discord, right? Everybody's saying the same thing from all different parts of the country. It's slow. It's slow. It's slow. Everybody's saying that. You know, everybody. So if it's a national slowdown, I don't know. Maybe it's not the season thing. Maybe it's just people are freaking broke. They're holding on to their money more. They're not going out as much.
But I have to stay out longer for me to be able to make this money.
Of course you
I
do.
mean, now don't get me wrong. If I was in trading and I stayed out working, I'll be making way above $2,000 a week.
Bro.
Way above.
Bro. This is why I'm in the pivot.
So just,
you know, this is why I'm in the pivot. That's why I went and got this thing. Right? Because running the truck out there 10, 12, 14 hours a day, if there's no rides, it doesn't matter. It's like getting a $20 surge, but you get no request. You're there if they need you, but you're not guaranteed to make that $20 surge. What good does a surge or a bonus do you if you get no ride?
That's right.
It does you no good.
It looks so nice. So
That's-
it looks shiny. It looks shiny. It looks shiny, but just wait till it gets dirty. It's like you can freaking tell.
Bro, that's a 2023. She kind of sexy, ain't she?
Yeah.
She kind of sexy, ain't she?
She looks so shiny.
Right?
Now, did you take a close up of those rims?
Why?
Because you're gonna curb the car.
I haven't curbed the car yet. I think about that every time. When you told me that,
you're gonna curb this one. Everybody does it, and what happens is that the rims stick out too much, and the tires don't protect it.
Well,
that's why on my car I had to go get wider ones.
I don't anticipate curbing the rims. I don't drive like that, you know. But I got to tell you, bro, there's so much stuff with this car that's it's so interesting. All the video clips I got from day one that I'm supposed to put that video today together, it might not come out till tomorrow.
By the way,
I mean, dude, I got to admit, it reminds me of my Hyundai Elantra I used to have. Right? Way back before I bought the Caddies, I had a Hyundai Elantra that I was running UberX on. I ran that shit into the ground. It is good. It's good, but I'm gonna be honest. The seats suck.
The seats on this thing don't breathe. That
Yeah,
303, that 303 is gonna come in handy.
yeah. I'm gonna have to get some of that. I've got regular McGuire's interior cleaner. I
Yeah,
hit it with that,
no,
and it was
don't
pretty
use
good.
leather cleaner on the vegan seats. It's not gonna do anything.
Did I say leather cleaner? I said
Okay,
interior
hey,
cleaner.
hey.
An
Some
interior
people,
cleaner, sir.
you know, but
Right.
303
But I
is
like
the best one.
I like it. I like it. You know, it's different. It's different. But listen, here's the bottom line, bro. If she don't make no money, that bitch is going back.
That's right. Oh, and by the way, remember when it gets really hot, the car's gonna cook.
So,
AC
so
split the AC on one side, on your side, split it. So the air goes behind the screen, all right, and the other one on the other side, shoot it up. So it takes all the heat out from the top and it circulates it, and the car stays cool.
and see, that's the other thing too that kind of is different for me. Like in the caddy, I'm used to the sunroof, so I can vent the sunroof, keep the shade closed, right? It just opens up like 3 inches. You can vent the sunroof on our trucks, run the AC, and all that hot air run right out the top of the truck,
Yeah, no, not
right?
this.
And the air current totally it keeps circulating. If you've never done that, Eddie, you don't know what you're missing. You can run your AC at a much lower setting fan speed and keep the car cooler just by riding with your sunroof vented. You know, where it just pops up like this.
Wait, so have the AC on, but then vent
Yeah.
it?
And vent the
Really?
sunroof. All that
Do
air.
you keep the partition open or closed?
No, it opens up maybe like 4 inches.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that because
Try
it does
that.
get hot, and I have to close the
Yeah.
partition to try
No,
to keep the heat in, but it
vent the
doesn't work.
sunroof. You're gonna vent it, meaning listen, it's not
Yeah.
sliding back, it's just popping open like this. Look at the
Okay.
screen. It's
Yeah.
popping open like that. And then the sunscreen is like right here. So all the air inside the truck is sucked out this way. Think about how a car drafts, right? A car drafts, all that air goes over the top of the car. So it creates a vacuum. So anything that it rolls over, it's going to pull it with it. It's simple aerodynamics. So now try that, and I promise you, you can run your fans.
Yeah. No. I used to always close the partition.
And check this out. You don't have to run the rear AC, which saves you on gas. Saves that rear AC compressor. You don't have to run the rear AC at all.
Really?
So unless your rider gets in and says, "Hey, it's a little warm back here or a little cold back here, can you turn on the AC?" You don't have to run with that. Like I can cool down we get 95 degrees down here. You hear me? I'll get a feels like inside the truck when I first open it up of 110. But I'll have that entire truck cool down in less than 5 minutes.
All right. I'm really gonna try that because running the AC and stuff, man. I know it sucks up gas, and here in Austin in the summer, it's not even summer yet.
Yep.
It gets 100 degrees for like 6 weeks straight.
Yep. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Now, I do have another problem, though. I have another problem. I have to figure out a phone holder for that Tesla because what I'm doing right now, the Apple phone sitting off the windshield, like it overheats. So normally in my truck, and maybe I'll do a video on this. Normally in my truck, I've got the whatever phone I'm using for rideshare. If I listen, so everybody knows, I run Apple for Uber. I run my Android for Lyft. Okay, I keep them on two separate phones. But they're always right there at the air vent. So they're constantly cooled. So you know how an iPhone, when it overheats, your screen will go dark.
Yeah.
And you can't see the goddamn thing. Right? And so I have to be able to move that iPhone. See, that's the problem though, Rolando. I don't have you can't clip. Oh, wait a minute. What's this?
Yeah, just remember when you have the AC going to the back of the screen, it cools down your phone too.
But that's just it. Where I've got the thing at now, it can't do it. But I'm seeing something here that looks pretty good. A Spigen one-tap design for Tesla MagSafe car mount, compatible with Model 3 Y. It's $35 though. I want something I can get today, bro. I want something I can get
have
today.
one.
Where's your shit at?
I used to get the one that goes right around the screen. You put it like right around the screen, all right, and then you can put the phone on the left or you can put it on the right. But
Yeah.
I like the one with the suction cup, all right, and I flop the thing over, all right, but then I can move it on either side of the screen.
And see, that's the other problem. Like, dude, right now it's on my left-hand side. where I finally got it to was like right here. So here's the steering wheel, and the phone's like right here. It's
Correct.
in my face. It's in my face, bro. I have to wear glasses when I'm looking close. Ha! But I can't wear these glasses while I'm driving. I won't see shit 100 feet down the lane. So I got to figure something out for that. I'm looking at what's available today. What's available today that's not going to break my bank.
Come on, Spy, break that 408.52 level.
See, they don't have much available that I can have today by 6 o'clock. So today by 10 p.m. Let's see what they got for 10 p.m. Alert, TQQQ is moving up. So the Qs are up today. The TQQQ is the long, cheaper ETF for Q, for the Qs, tech stocks. Remember, QQQs, the triple Qs are the tech stock ETF. They are to tech what SPY is to the S&P, if you didn't know that. All right, get it by tomorrow. Let's see what I can get by tomorrow. They got this little thing here, bro. Can I bring this up? You mind if I bring this up?
Yeah, bring it up. What do you have? Let me see. Oh, by the way, can you bring that up? Yeah, okay. I was just gonna ask you to do that.
Yeah, I'm bringing up Amazon right now.
I was not too fond of.
This is the one you had, Eddie?
This is the one that I have, correct. I like it, but I can't. I couldn't adjust it. You know, I couldn't really adjust it. It was just like one spot.
Right.
And I don't know. I kind of like the one I put the suction cup in the back, okay, and I was able to flop it forward. So if I didn't like it on one side, I can move it to the other side. Which was again, I have the Galaxy Fold.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, correct. By the way, the vent ones are really good because it's right behind the AC.
Oh, yeah, but then you got to reach way the hell over to get to the damn vent.
No, you can put it like right in front of you. The vent is just a slide.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
It goes from all the way from the front to the right.
Okay,
like left to right.
Listen up what I'm saying. Then you have to.
Come on, Reggie. Come on.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, hold on.
Come on, give me my 10. Give me my
10. Don't you have to reach like between the screen and the steering wheel to be able to touch the phone?
Well, I don't know. It's preference. I don't know. I know you noticed, but the front glass on the Tesla is humongous. It's huge.
Yeah,
so
see, this is
you
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
be able to move it around to a comfortable spot because the phone is going to heat up and you need the vent throwing air at it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But right now I'm trying to see where I can put this phone where I can reach it. Because
in the winter, it becomes a problem.
Well, what I'm saying is if I do it this way, like that would be perfect. But when they're kicking you another ride, right? You're in the middle of catching another ride and you got to mess with the phone, which is the dumbest shit ever, that I should have to reach in there, touch the phone while I'm driving, take my eyes off of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Anybody out there in the chat? Does anybody in the chat have anything like this? I don't know. Hey, bro, come on. See, they're putting it all on the left side, so now I'm still working with my left hand, which I'm not.
There was an issue with the Tesla when it came to the suction cups on the actual leather that they have there.
My suction cup wouldn't stick worth a shit. So I already tried that.
So that, and what happens is the material that the suction cups were made out of would eat away at the material in the Tesla.
Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah, no, it was not good at all. Come on, man! I already sold half. I need the brake. Is it gonna break? There it goes. And
What are you looking at, buddy? What are you looking at?
yeah, I got my brake. I got my 8.99% whatever on one, and then here is my other one. I'm holding half. I'm gonna see if I can get another 10% out of that. It doesn't look. I don't. It doesn't look. It's like really slow. But I'm
Now,
gonna.
now, see, this one don't look bad. What I'm looking at here. This clip's on the top corner of it. I think I like
Yeah,
this one better.
I just like the idea of more options on the screen going left and right.
Oh, I can't do this.
Dude, because the front, I'm telling you, when you got into the Tesla, the glass in the front windshield, dude, is freaking huge.
Yeah, it's big glass.
It is huge, dude. Like the edge, the top, it comes like right above your head, like so you get all that room.
But this thing you gotta paste. This thing you gotta. It looks like you gotta paste it on.
Oh yeah, it's glue.
Is it glue?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it's adhesive. See, I can't do that either.
Yeah.
Can't do any adhesive. It's a rental.
That screen, the back of that screen gets really hot. I'm telling you, it gets really hot, like hot to the touch, man. You touch it, it's like woo, and it creates heat, man, and it warms up your car really fast.
Is this another adhesive unit?
But the suction cups work really good with the TV.
All right, this is insane how this does this, but all these you got to suction, you got to paste them on,
Yeah.
right?
I remember some people have the one with on the cup hold. You put it on the
This
cup
one-
holder.
Yeah, that's too far back, bro. You take your eyes off the road then.
Yeah.
That's not good. So this one looks like the best option.
I used it for a little while. Man, I don't even know if I still have it. See, now I'm gonna look.
Put that shit in the mail, bro. Quit playing. Got me out here spending money. Yeah, that works. Then I can get the air vent going over it. Yeah, we'll see. I don't need this little back pocket. What the hell am I gonna do with this back pocket? Stick a tablet in there? Oh, that's what Eddie was talking about with the suction. Look at that. Oh, ripping the leather off the dash, bro. That's not good. And those ain't working in the air vents anyway, so. This might be the one I wind up getting. How big is that sunglass thing? How much is this mess? $40. When would it be here? It'd be tomorrow. Ugh. What do y'all think in the chat? Should I spend the $40 on this? So I have a place to look at my phone? What do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all let me know in the chat which one y'all think is doable, reasonable, and then we'll come back to it. All right, let me get back over to my chart. That's Eddie's chart. Let's bring up my chart. There it is. I'm still waiting. Remember, I told y'all something's going to happen in this box. It might be a little bit after the box, might be a little bit before the box. If this breaks down and doesn't break below this level here, I expect Tesla to shoot up. If it breaks below my box level here and gets down to the the 200-day moving average, even though this is on the 2-minute chart, I expect Tesla to reverse and come back down. And I got a contract dialed up right here for it. That's what I'm looking at.
I think I threw it out.
All right.
I think I threw it out. But if you're gonna go purchase, by the way, do you bring food with you?
No.
All right. Well, if you bring anything with you and you put it in the front in the summer, that food is gonna get really hot really quick.
Well,
In the front. In the front.
let's. I'll wait to see if I decide to purchase.
The trunk of the trunk. You need this baby. This I'll give to you. It just opens up like this. You put it fits right in the trunk, and you can put all your products in there and all that stuff. When you're done
I
with it,
don't.
you just
No,
carry it.
bro. No, I don't want your bag because I know in like 2 months you're gonna be back in a Tesla too.
So this bag, but this bag extends and it gets even bigger. So I can use it for my truck, but on my truck, I have no room. If people need to put luggage back there, then it becomes like takes up too much room.
No,
But
because I know.
Tesla, and then I used to bring my own food. But in the summer, I used to make hot food. In the winter, I used to make cold food. But I used to make hot food and I used to put it in the front, and it used to keep my food hot. People say, "Hey, how do you warm up the food?" I was like, "Dude, put it in the front, man. That thing turns into an oven." Food was always hot.
So I will. I'll make this decision. Rolando thinks that seems to be the best option. Here we go. Thomas is like, oh my God, Vinny, they're having a rally here in Tampa at the airport lot to protest. Do they know that doesn't work? Starts tomorrow. Thomas, I don't know how much I obviously I don't know you that well. Getting to know you, if you're by there, grab some video, dude. Just stand there, turn your phone on. I don't know if you do any YouTube stuff, but grab some video, bro. We'll go through it next week because the Miami rally they had last
Interview some people.
Well, bro. Some people, no, I wouldn't do that unless you're, because like you start interviewing people, bro. People get sensitive and they're already in their feelings, and they can get aggressive real quick if they don't like your question. No, I wouldn't do that. But if you're by there, you grab some video because the Miami rally, the Miami Valley rally they had last week, the professor was, like rah rah rah, and oh, way to go Miami, blah blah blah. But he didn't mention the dude that got arrested, the two drivers that were arrested, and they didn't talk about how the drivers got blocked in by the police officers. So you really really got to be careful with this stuff. I want it to work, but none has worked yet. So what's probably going to wind up happening? Is you're going to have eventually somebody will be able to gather everybody in the major cities across the country. That's the only way it will work. You have to have everybody do it. Everybody. But, you run the risk of a lot of bad stuff happening, man. So I'm not saying be afraid. I'm just saying be aware.
July 1st.
That's all I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying in general, you run the risk of bad stuff happening. Like, what does all that matter if your ass is deactivated permanently?
Yeah. That's why you don't want to get involved in any of this stuff if you know that.
No, I'm not saying that. You got to stand up for your rights. You got to stand up for yourself. And we try to do that. I try to do that. Like, dude, I haven't turned on my Uber app yet after my rant when opening the show yesterday.
But understand the consequences. Some people need to understand that there's consequences. Oh, they shut my Uber app off, and I was like, hey, maybe you should have never.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have never, protested or anything like that because.
Well,
that's your main income. Understand, there are consequences that I'm not saying don't do it, but they shut you down. But the reason why they shut you down is so it affects you financially, and then you don't go protest.
They'll never tell you. Well, we shut you down because you protested. They'll create.
Yeah,
and I'm
something
not
else.
saying the apps. I'm saying employers in general. They will create a situation to let you go. Because you cannot be fired for protesting.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be fired for that. Standing there protesting doesn't get you unless you go to the White House, and that'll get you arrested and put in jail for 10 years. Because how dare you protest?
Cup and handle? Is this what you call a cup and handle on SPY on the 3 minute?
Let's see let's see. Let me bring you up. Not yet, no, but it could be. Break it down to the 1 minute chart for me. No, I don't see a cup and handle at all.
Does it have to set up on the 1 minute?
No, I'm just looking at the different time frames. Go to your 2 minute chart. I don't know why
don't have a 2 minute. Only have a 135.
All right. What are you back in the 3?
Yep, this is the 3.
I mean, you can keep an eye on it, but I wouldn't call that a cup and handle. I think it's too tight. I think it's way too tight. Now, what you could be setting up for, though, is a head and shoulders. So what you want to see is what you're looking for is that green candle that's coming up now, the current candle.
Yeah.
You want to see if that gets close and rejects off the previous shoulder, what would be your left shoulder.
Yep, right here.
Not at that line. I can't see. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
You want to see if it gets back there because it didn't come down enough to form the right shoulder. So what I would probably be looking more here is you can get rid of your Fibonacci now. That's done. That's already played out. And I would draw a trend line. Get rid of that fib. You didn't have to shrink it that much. But now I would take a trend line from your, look at that, not the opening candle, but the last low. No, regular time. Next one up, come to the right there. Take a trend line, draw that trend line up. Hit you 2 or 3 points on there, and I would watch that trend line and see what happens. Remember, you got to let it set up. Let the play set up. You know, you got to be a quarterback, bro. You got to let your wide out run a button hook.
You're going to see like a double top here.
Yep, top. I'm saying. You got to let it up. Dude, I haven't taken a trade today. We're out of here in 9 minutes.
Yep, I have. I'm up today, 145.
There you go. Nope, because see, mine has not set up yet. And until it sets up, I'm not messing with it. See, until it's in this zone, and I'm waiting to see what it's going to do right here. Is it gonna break below and come on down? Because then I can play some stuff. Because see, now I got something to pull a Fibonacci off. We can get rid of that trend line. It's broken that trend line, but it hasn't left the trend line. Let's get here. Let's get to the fib. All right, low a day. High a day. Hold on a minute.
This is your 38.2 level.
Right? So now I want to see, is it going to come back? Can it, if it breaks below here, can I ride this thing down to this level right here? This is my 61 to 78. That's what I'd be hunting. But I'm not going to be online enough today to sit here and play with it. I got that one in blue. We'll make this one orange. Make this one big like that. So that's what I'm looking to see there. I don't know what it's going to do. We don't know. I can get rid of this now. I don't need that anymore.
The boots.
That's the play. That would be my play today. If it breaks below here, which it looks like it's getting ready to do, but we don't know for sure. Right? We can come back over here, go into my option contracts. I could play either 150. Where are we at? No, that's way in the money. The 150 put. There it is. I could play this put if I wanted to. See, look. Now I broke way down. See how it's breaking?
Uh-huh.
See, now it's breaking down. Like I said, it was going to do one of two things. It was either going to hold that area. This is a 2-minute chart, so I got to let this candle. Here, we go to the 1-minute chart. Right? And actually, I'm not going to trade this. We'll just go through this today. We'll just kind of show everybody what's going on. I'm really not in a trading mood this morning. But there it is. So we're looking to break below this. We want to see if we get continuation. This is a confirmation candle. It is wicking up, though. From the bottom there, you see it. So we got a rocket ship blasted back up. So there is some resistance here. So this is when I would come over here on this chart, and I'm looking at my volume profile to see where my buys and sells are, to see if I got an area where it can really slap down to. But you for sure could have caught this break right here and played it down to here. It had probably got you about 2-3% on that contract. But we're about to run out of time here, so I don't want to make any trades today. Uber just, wow. I got to bring up Uber. Hold on. I got to bring up Uber. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
That's Uber today. Let's open up to the 5-minute chart. It just
Uber's
broke low.
really coming down.
I haven't checked the news, bro. Check the news. What's going on with Uber? Listen, by the way, their stock going down is not good for us. We are in a catch-22 with Uber.
So let me see. Falls down, underperforms the market. Uber drivers say that they're totally dependent on their income, but risk being deactivated at any time.
Yeah, that was that. So there.
Let me see what this news says right here. I can't get the news because I have to pay for the market watch.
All right.
It says Uber Technologies.
That's that defamation. That's that discrimination wage thing that Sergio was talking about a couple weeks ago. This is the daily chart, bro. I mean, you could technically, you know what? Let me do something here real quick.
This is how you get your money back from Uber. Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
This is how you get your money back from Uber.
I'm not saying anything of the sort, sir. All I'm doing right now is just looking at remember the 50-day on the daily, the 50-day moving average, your 50-day moving average and your 200-day moving average on the daily. Remember what Sergio taught you?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I know what you're looking at. Okay. Yeah, the NASDAQ.
So when you look at it, right, when you're looking at it and you see there is a gap to fill down here from 26.56 to 27.23, there is a gap from a while ago. We're going to get some hard resistance. I mean, there's a play here to be made if you want to go short on Uber down to 28.40, 40-ish. There's a play there to be made. There's definitely a play here to be made. Let me get this out of here. Don't need that. We'll leave that one in. We'll leave that one in. We don't need this one anymore. So here it is right here. Here's the play to be made. Right here. This play right here. To 28.50. We'll call it 28.50. So there is a play to be made for Uber to 28.50. So from here to here, that's only a 70-cent move on there. But if we bring up their contracts, let's take a look at the Uber contracts. See what they look like. Oh, we'll put this back on the 5-minute just so everybody can see what I'm looking at. So here's that. Let's go into option contracts. Let's say this week is too short. Let's take a month out contract. Let's go to May 26 on the contracts. So if we're hunting 28.50, we don't see a whole lot of interest. There's no open interest. Actually, you have a lot of open interest on the call. $33 strike call here. Right? The spread, though, is 5 cents. But I think all of their contracts are 5-cent spreads. Are their contracts 5% spreads?
See you, Thomas.
All right, Joe. Yeah, because I kind of I will grab some video for you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, the Miami protest got bad. Well, because in Miami, we're a bunch of rowdy knuckleheads. That's how we roll. Agree it had to be nationwide. And then Thomas said he'll be back ready for my day to start. Make that money, Hoss. So let's dial up a 27-cent contract. Bro, there's no open interest. So the open it. Look at this. Month out, $24 contracts. That's where your open interest is. That's where your most is. And then you got $21 contracts. They got earnings coming up, don't they?
That's right.
Got,
5.4 is the earnings. Watching. Let me see Tesla. Tesla.
so they got earnings next. They got earnings next week, which means I'd have to be careful here because they generally pump before earnings. So, I mean, there's a play to be made to get down to this 28.49. So let's do that. Let's take an Uber put for a month out. We'll take one right here. I shouldn't do this. There's no but dude, it's hard. There's no volume, bro. There's no volume. Let's look at May 5th, day after earnings. Now we got volume right here, $28 contracts. So in a case like this, I think I would try to get in the money. In the money contract right now is paying $1.47 on a $100 buy, on an 81-cent buy. So let's dial that contract up. Let's bring that over here into my options. And we'll do the $28. Let's take a look at the $28. That's the heaviest volume there. Let's take we'll go play money, or you know what I'm talking about here. Paper trade. Let's take 3 contracts. Let's buy 3 at the ask, which is 84. The bid is 81. I'll pay the extra money for it. I'll pay the extra money for the contract. We'll try to buy 3 at 84 cents, and we'll see what it fills at. And we'll let these contracts ride through next week.
See, I'm looking for another long-term setup. Kind of like, I was watching NASDAQ right now. It came to the 50 and it bounced right off of it. So it was no trade for me. I'm just waiting for a crossover of the 50.
Look at this, bro. There is no movement on Uber, bro. No movement. Look at this. Look at the time in sales, how slow they are.
No value.
No movement.
Wow, look at that.
And my contracts haven't even filled yet. I'm overpaying for them. And my contract, my contracts haven't filled yet, and I'm overpaying for the contracts. That right there is a red flag. Because if you get in this and you try to scalp this today, more than likely you're going to fall apart. It's not going to happen. There's nobody buying. There's nobody selling. Everybody's holding.
Well, I'm still looking at this buy. It did that big, after my 38.2 level. It just came all the way back down, and now it's bouncing off, and I'm seeing maybe a continuation. So I'm waiting for a pullback and then a bounce off this line right here. 38.2. So let's see. Hold on. And I'll take it to the next fib level. See, I missed this one. I missed this move from this fib level to this fib level. Now I'm waiting for the pullback and see if I can get the next move, which would be from this fib level to this fib level.
There you go. Spoken like a true trader.
Let's do this.
So since it doesn't want to fill at my price, we're going to modify this to 80 cents a contract. Since it wants to play games with me. Boom. So now this order is in for 80 cents. So now it's got to come down to me. Tried to buy it and overpay for it. It wouldn't sell. So maybe Uber gets a little bounce later on today. And we'll put these in for a buy order there. We'll set it up. It's not the dotted line, but that's what we're looking to buy at 80 cents. So we'll come back and look at this later, see what happens. Meta, what's Meta doing? Meta's still, see now, all the play, bro, and this is the thing that hurts regular retail traders. All the price action, all the volatility for Facebook today was after earnings yesterday in the aftermarket, which a lot of traders don't have access to this aftermarket. All the volume was in the pre-market. A lot of traders don't have that access because if you look at Meta right now, what's it doing, Eddie? It's just ranging.
Let me pull Meta up.
Yeah, Facebook's just ranging. So how do you play that?
Yeah, he means
You know what
it's
I'm
just
saying?
going sideways. See how it's going, just going sideways?
Exactly. So why would you mess with that? Anyway, bro, it's 11:04.
But it is doing this though.
To me, it's not doing anything. It's ranging. I see no setup there. I see no setup there.
You don't see this flag here?
Doesn't matter.
It just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it's getting popped.
I agree it's getting smaller. It's tightening
So
up,
if it,
coiling up. I get it. But you would have to wait on it, and I'm not waiting today.
so.
All right, time to clip the feed, bro.
That's right. Hold on, let me bring you back up. All right, very nice. See if you can find some better news. Again, I got a put option on Budweiser. Let's see what happens on the 4th. Yeah,
There you go.
in about a week from now, right?
All right. Now listen. That's us for trading today. We will see. Oh, wait a minute. Today's Thursday, bro. We're not back till Monday. We're not back till Monday now.
Oh, that's right. We're not going to be doing on Fridays anymore, so we can dedicate to driving, and I can max them out. I can max out my profits on Fridays.
That's right. So we hope you guys are enjoying the new In the Mornings with Eddie and Vinny, because we're going to cover everything, talk about everything, overnight stuff. This will be live Monday through Thursday. We should be on by 9:25 in the morning. We appreciate you joining us. Make sure you hit the like button on your favorite driver or your favorite trader, or if you like Eddie more than Vinny, that's cool too. I still love you. And make sure you share it out. This is what we're doing. We will be back on Monday. I will have this Tesla video out tonight on my first couple of days, what I think about it. And yeah. And don't forget, Eddie challenged me to a gig war. If you don't have the Gig Wars app, download the Gig Wars app. You can follow us. He called me out last night on the live stream. There it is. You can scan that barcode. It'll take you to the Gig Wars app. Eddie and I are going heads up. I think it's heads. I don't know. They changed the shit yesterday. He thinks he's going to out-earn me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I got news for him.
My Friday, Saturday, and Sunday strategy never
fails. Bro, his bonus, his quest bonus is double, almost triple my quest bonus. So I'm at a huge disadvantage.
Florida versus Texas. Let's see how it goes.
That's coming, bro. I got all my homies here. I got all my homies in Florida here. I got Rolando here. I got App Rider here. I got Thomas here from Tampa. I got Archie down here. You better get your posse together, bro. We don't run with posses. We keep it real. We come through strapped on 26s. That's how we do it.
Well, we're gonna be doing that, and we're gonna be trying. Well, Vinny's gonna be streaming it. I'm gonna try to get in that stream. I know I tried to do it last time, but it was not working for me. I do not know what I was doing wrong.
Yeah, this would be interesting with the live stream.
Yeah,
that's a long time for a live stream, so this would be interesting. I might have to throw the laptop in the car.
And another thing too is that if I'm doing deliveries, I'm gonna be unplugging my phone and plugging it back in for it to charge. So I need to bring my portable charger with me.
Bro, how do you leave home without one? Bro.
So
how do you leave home without one? How do you leave home without a portable charger, bro?
Yeah, no, mine is solar powered. Mine really charges. So
all right, y'all. We are out of here. We will see y'all next week. If you join us in the live stream starting tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, it's going to be random when it pops up. It ain't going to be scheduled, so you might have to check that shit, or you could always hit that notification button. Eddie,
Jess,
you ready, bro?
let's go.
All right, we're out of here.
Peace. See you guys.